This is Pat Walker and Mission Winners. I'm doing a training coaching video for everybody. I think it's important for education. It's good to have good ideas, and it's also important, though, to learn. Knowledge is power. A lot of people just want ideas, but they don't understand why. If you understand why and have tactics corresponding with the whys, you will be better than the competition. This is something we teach dang near every day. Go with it and see what happens. So I'm going to show you something here. And a lot of people, one of my degrees is in psychology. And unfortunately, a lot of people look at charts after the fact, always after the fact. By so doing, you see things and go, oh, well, that was easy to see. A perceptual bias enters into your thought processes. Here's a much better approach. Study charts before things happen. Learn from them. Learn what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Really soak it up. And by so doing, you will be better than the competition. And I've been doing it since 1986. I was there for the crash of 87 and everything else. You've got to have methods. You must have tactics. Take the time, and this ain't rocket science. Do this, and guess what? You'll be better than the competition. You'll have a plan. Everybody talks about plans to get in. A lot of people don't talk about plans to get out. I say this, if you don't have good plans to get out, eventually you won't need plans to get in because you lose your money. So we're going to go through this. So here's the spiders. Price and volume. This is the 8-period exponential moving average. This is the 20-period simple, the 50-period simple, and the 200 simple. Price and volume. Simple. Walking up the 8-period. Gaps down, drops down, but closes above the 8-day. But there was a pickup in volume. There's some selling there. Now, is this a panic day? No. But it's just a day to take note of. Every bar talks price and volume. Our job? Listen with an open mind. So, here's this day. Advance it just one day. Oh, okay, it fell down. Oh, look at this. It fell below the 8-day, found support on the 20-day. 20-day. But a big volume pickup here. Selling. That's not mom and dad selling. That's some serious selling. Is that cause enough to say sell everything? No, the trend is up, but there is selling occurring here. What do? Take some off. Sell some. Not all of it, but sell some into strength on your winners. Take a little bit off. All right? Advance it. Now, by the way, and this is important, sell it all? No, the trend is still up. All right? It's still walking up the moving averages, but take a little bit of it. Price and volume. Never argue with it. Advance it a day. Look at this. It drops down and it slices through the 20-day and the 50-day. By the way, I want to show you something important. There's where it opened. See that little slash mark to the left? Here's where it closed. Opens here, runs all the way up, and then reverses and closes below the open on a huge pickup in volume. What is that telling you, folks? This bar here, it did 114 million shares. This bar here, it did 161 million shares. That's not mom and dad selling. That's serious. That's serious selling. Dropping down. What do you do with that? You act accordingly. Don't forecast and say, oh, it'll come back. I don't know the future. Nobody knows the future. All we can do is act. You take this action in the context of what the leading stocks were doing at that time. I love the max list stocks. It confirms I need to take some stocks off here. All right. I need to get lighter. All right. Don't impose your will on it. Let it tell you what to do. So you advance it. And then you get this. Gaps up, reverses down, closes near the lows on even heavier volume. Folks, this is serious selling. This is very serious. This is big money getting out. What do you do with it? Get out. Sell more. Do not let, I have a couple of maxims. Never let a good profit turn into a loss. Sell some into strength. Not all of it. Sell some into strength. 10 or 20% increments. Okay? Not after it's gone up, frickin' point or 2 points. No, I'm talking on a good trend. Take a little bit off. Advance it a day. Oh, gaps up, runs up, closes below the previous day's lows on less volume, but still very heavy volume. Watch the price action of your stocks. Take more off. Stocks that are getting worse, sell some off. By the way, never let, a 10%, 20% profit turn into a loss, especially in this action. All right? Advance it a day. Look at that. That is awful. Gaps down, drops down, closes at its lows, right at its lows, on huge volume. More selling, loses the 200-day. By selling, observing this here, all this up here, you have less exposure, if any exposure at all. Okay? Advance it another day. Gaps down, closes near the highs, that's a plus. But I'm telling you what, serious damage was done on this day. Serious damage was done on this day. Folks, my point is this. By simply watching, and you can do it with the spiders or the Qs, or QLD or SSO, simply watching price and volume, open, high, low, close in relation to previous bars and moving averages, you will have a plan. There's a great quote. I had this quote taped to my monitor for over 20 some odd years. And I'm not kidding, honest to goodness. I will believe in what I see and not in what I believe. Just get in line with what is. Just watch the markets. They'll tell you what to do. And it works. It works like a champ. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. This is for everybody. I hope it helps you. And I thank you very much.